Hey YouTube, Rayzer 13 here with the deck of the month for February. Before we get started, I have a specific shout out for Ojama 13. Check him out, he's a pretty great guy. He's helped me on a mat design before. He's helping me out on another one, I believe. And he's been trying to get me some more subscribers. So go ahead and look his channel up, and I'll have the rest of my shout outs in the description. But deck of the month for February is my girlfriend's Ojama deck. 3 blue. When it's destroyed by battle, sent to the graveyard, you search for 2 Ojama cards in your deck and add them to hand. Any 2 Ojama cards, even Ojama counts. 3 Super Nimble Mega Hamster. It searches the blue out, it searches out any Ojama, but you're always going to want to go get the blue to keep your advantage rolling. It has 18 defense and 1100 attack. The defense is what's important in Ojamas though. 2 red. When it's normal summon, you can special up to 4 Ojamas from your hand. It's pretty good for gotchi plays or other rank 2, or if you play tuners in your Ojama build, it's good for Trishula play. You play 2 of each of the vanillas. The only thing they're good for is the red and the Ojama +3 and the Hurricane play. I play 2 Gear Golem, the Moving Fortress. It's a 2200 defense, 800 attack, 4-star machine, pay 800 life points, swing direct. So with Ojama Country and an Ojama, you can swing with a 2200 direct for a 10th of your life points. You pay 800 and he's a 22 that swings direct. 2 space, 2 duality. 1 day apiece is a really great card in this deck just because it's not like Waboku, your monsters still die, but you take no damage. So you can crash your blue all day, or it can get swung on, and you can get attacked after your blue goes to the graveyard, and you won't take damage, and it thins your deck pretty well. Even though it is both players, it doesn't really matter. Heavy, Reborn, 2 Ojama Magics. The only downside with this card is if you have or if you are unable, I should say, unable to add all of them, green, black, and yellow, to hand, you can't add any. So I only play 6, 2 of each. If I open 2 of one color, these are both dead. And I don't play Pot of Avarice. I tested it. I really don't like it. I might put it back in. There's not really another way for me to do it yet efficiently. Avarice is probably the best option, even though I always seem to draw it first turn. 2 Hurricane. If you have a green, black, and yellow on the field, really easy with the red, once again, you can nuke your opponent's side of the field. It says destroy all cards on the field. On your opponent's side only, though. The heart of the deck, 3 country. What it does is, while you control an Ojama, all monsters' attack and defense are switched. So that means your Ojamas are now a base of 1000, your Gotchis are 18 plus their 400, making them 22s, and your Gear Golems are 22s that attack directly. And once per turn you can discard an Ojama card to special an Ojama monster from your graveyard. It's pretty good if you make King or Knight and then you destroy it, you get it back. Speaking of King and Knight, we play 1 Poly. I think we have 1 in the sideboard, but I know there's 1 in my binder, so that's my playset. So yeah, there's probably only 2 in the deck total, 1 inside, 1 in main. It used to focus on the lockdown so much, but the Hurricane Gotchi play is just such a fast OTK. And that's it for the spells. And you have the Solemn Brigade, double trap stun. It's really good against people playing Starlight Road and stuff, because you play the Hurricane and the Mirror Force and stuff. I mean, if you trap stun a Starlight Road chain to a Mirror Force, you're just going to negate everything, but at least they don't get a Stardust. 2 Trio. Because people have kind of shifted away from synchroing for the most part and toward exceeding, not only is this card good for that because tokens can't be used to exceed, but you use it when they have 2 monsters, and 2 monsters not being tuners or having 2 tuners on the field, just a way that they can't synchro, and that way it'll lock their field down because they can't be tributed, and they can't be used for exceed, and they have no tuners, so therefore they can't synchro. And when you Hurricane it away, it does 3 for each token, so that's 900, leaving them with 100 if you just do 2 Ojamas, or no, 2 Gotchis and an Ojama blue. That's 7,000 plus the 900 from Trio. You're left with 100. If you have a Horn of the Phantom Beast down, though, there's your game right there. It can equip to everything in the deck except for the Gear Golem, I think. Yeah, it can equip to everything but the Gear Golem. I wanted to play Green Baboon, but it slipped my mind that he was errated and doesn't work during like battle or anything like that. But if you guys have any beast support ideas or anything that I might be missing for Ojamas, like, I know you guys are probably thinking 3 red, but it really is a dead draw some of the time because I don't want to spam anything but the 3 vanillas. I don't really like going triple blue. I don't want to use the blue to exceed. I like to plus off of it, even though I can still get it out of the graveyard with country. One thing I was thinking was Minefield Driller, return, because it's an exceed for a material for 4. And when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, I know it doesn't work with detaching exceed material, but when it's sent from field to the graveyard, you add a field spell from grave to hand. It lets you recycle the countries, maybe Transmigration Prophecy or something to get back the countries in general. But that's it for Deck of the Month February. Rate, comment, subscribe. And I think that's it. Another card that would be good in the deck would be Effect Veiler, of course. Junk Synchron makes Frozen Fitzgerald, which is cool. But yeah.
You're not gonna do the extra.
Oh, thank you. Almost forgot. I'm used to not playing with an extra deck. The extra deck, we have 2 Dark Mist. This is like a Shrink on legs, but like you don't lose your monster if, let's say, your monster's attacks were equal. He's got 101,000, 1,000 under Ojama Country. This is kind of cool. You can detach one of his 3 materials. He takes 3 level 2s to cut a monster you're battling's attack in half. He gains half the monster's attack, so he's going to be either 100 or 1,000 points higher, depending on whether or not you have a country out with an Ojama or nothing at all. But you're always going to win by battle no matter what you play. So he's pretty good. I actually had a game yesterday where I played him. I could have played him, and instead I made a gotcha and I misplayed because using this I could have killed my opponent's BLS. But I ended up winning with a Fader in hand that turn anyway, so it really didn't hurt that bad, but it was still something I don't want to do in the future. 3 Gashi Gun Tetsus. This is like your kill card with red and the vanillas for the Hurricane combo. You can drop 3 Gashis like no problem. You play a country, you can discard and special a blue with Ojama Magic, add 3 vanillas to hand, go red, green, black, yellow, Hurricane, red and black make a Gachi, yellow and green make a Gachi, and then that's 7. If you have the trio down when you Hurricane, that's 79. And yeah, I have thought about Big March the Animals. I really don't know. You have to have like a Monster Born or something. Maybe I would add these are dark, so I could essentially play the Junk Synchrons and play a Chaos Engine just for that extra damage, because as you can see with that combo I just explained, unless you have the right recursion card in hand, you're not going to be able to get the 8,000 on the board when you Hurricane. They'll have like 100 or 1,000 left, but I mean still, that anybody can come back from anything. It's all possible. But yeah, and to finish out the extra, you just have the Ojama fusions, and then the tokens. These just are zone lockdowns. You guys know what they do. It's really easy to make them in this deck, any Ojama deck, because they can search and add anything they want to their hand. But we only play 1 polymerization. It's kind of a tech. If you do this and trio, though, it's a nice field lockdown and saves you a couple turns, and they really can't do anything about it. But that's it. Let me know if you guys have any comments. Put them in a message or a comment. Just like tell me what you guys think to add or anything. And I'm sorry I ran on for a little while. I kind of get lost in thought. But that's it for Deck of the Month February, YouTube.